All right, so this week's Adventure Time episode was called Little Brother, and it features Shelby getting his butt cut off, and kind of like how earthworms do, the butt becomes its own person. Kent.
Not really. That's not really how because I used to do that, and I was I didn't realize that I thought that if you tore them apart, you just make two worms. No, you just kill them. So. Well,
they both wiggle around for a bit. It's like, I made life.
Yeah. Yeah, he was showing off at a party and got his butt sliced off.
Parkour.
He got shit-faced and fucked up at a party. We've all been there.
Yeah.
And his little brother, Kent, is super cute. He's shaped like a little gumdrop.
Mm-hmm.
He's just the butt.
He's voiced by Thurop Van Orman, right? I didn't look that up, but I didn't need to.
I'm gonna trust you.
I'm pretty sure that was Thurop, because it was like a little flapjack voice. It was like, I gotta go on an adventure, my big brother said so.
Jake says, the thing to do with a little brother is to give him a sword and have them fight bad guys, because that's what Finn does. So Kent goes armed with a cocktail sword, goes into the roots of the treehouse, and
finds an entire world.
It is an entire civilization, and goes on a quest to get a sword that can defeat the Rat King that's sapping the life from the tree's roots. And it's all very cute. There's a really cute song at the end.
I really like the way it ends.
Oh yeah, it was great.
That was kind of neat. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. The very ending part, I was like, oh.
Yeah,
beautiful.
We won't spoil what the last image was, but it was very nice.
Yeah, this is a really cute one. And the Rat King is a great design. I'm sure you are going to make that your new icon everywhere.
On Twitter. Yeah.
The Rat King was voiced by James Urbaniak, as well as Leafbeard. And of course, you were right, Kent was voiced by Thorpe Van Orman.
Which is hilarious because Shelby is voiced by Pendleton Ward, so it's essentially like two awesome adventure bearded cartoonists being literal worm brothers. I love those guys.
Yeah, and it's really great because sometimes when they give like a secondary or like a B-lister character an episode, it doesn't always work, but this really worked because we got to learn about a whole new side of things that we had only really seen a little bit in that episode where they don't talk. Shh. The episode where BMO goes inside the wall and kind of sees that there's stuff going on in there. And in this one we get a really good sense of like, there's like way more stuff going on inside their house.
Oh yeah.
That tree is like 1,000 years old.
It's like Fraggle fucking Rock.
Yeah, it really is. And Kent is so cute.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you take a hot dog and you cut off the tip. That's exactly what he is, with little arms and legs.
Yeah, he just grows arms and legs, and Shelby's just like, how'd you do that? And he's like, I don't know. Just runs off.
Yeah, poor Shelby now has like a blunt butt.
Yeah, and next week's episode is Ocarina, and it has Kim Kil-won, and I've hyped myself so up for it so much to be a Bob's Burger actor. I'm gonna be so pissed if it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure, because I did see a clip, and I'm pretty sure one of them is not. Like, I heard it, and I was just like, that doesn't sound like it. But I don't know, like...
Maybe.
We'll find out.
I mean, that one sounds like fun anyway, because I love when Jake is interacting with his kids. Yeah. Like, because he has all these kids, and, like, as a dad, he feels kind of unsatisfied because he didn't really get to be a daddy, because the kids just grew up right away. That's why, like, in Apple Wedding, he was, like, so happy to be with those little pig cousins. Because he misses being a dad.
Yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic that,
Yeah, that's what this episode seems to be about. Like Jake being an absentee father.
Well, it's not that he's absentee, it's that they grew up.
His kids are almost more mature than he is.
Yeah.
His kids are, like, older than he is now, like, by years. Like, Jake Jr. said that she was, like, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And she was already going through a midlife crisis and everything. Talking to her dad, and her dad just has no clue, because, Jake's not very smart. So this is where his son is, like, kind of fed up with him, I guess, and I really want to see how that plays out. I want to see more of Jake's kids, because they have all these kids now.
Yeah. What if Jake's...
Oh, dang! Little Brother was storyboarded by Adam Muto, and, again, webcomic artist, Madeline Flores, who does Help Us Great Warrior, which is... Yeah, just this little blob person who goes on sword adventures.
Yeah, Kent looks like the Great Warrior. Oh my god, that's so great!
Obvious.
I love Little Brother. I hope we see at least more of Shelby and maybe Kent. once in a while.
I'm sure they'll show.
Like a little cameo of Ken just like running around in like a knothole or something.
Yeah, like in the very background, like in the very background, instead of like a snail, we just see like Kent with a sword just like running, and like no one acknowledges it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it for this episode of the Toon Goons.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody who's been following us on Tumblr and Twitter and has emailed us. We got another email this week. People who've been liking our posts and sharing with their friends. All you guys are so awesome.
Are we ever gonna read stuff on the show?
Some of the times.
Like, retweets would be nice to read on the show. The email I got was just asking about if we were going to cover Gravity Falls, or what we thought about Gravity Falls, by Trevor, I believe was his name.
Yeah, and we'll get to that once the show comes back.
Yeah.
And we recently put out, like, a little question, both on Twitter and on Tumblr, asking if there's any shows in particular people want us to talk about. So I have the list so far, which is essentially Gravity Falls, of course, we're going to talk about that. Bee and Puppy Cat, going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We also got requests for old stuff like Animaniacs,
Oh my god.
Teen Titans, Young Justice, or any one of the superhero cartoons.
I would love to talk about the DCAU.
I love to talk about DCA.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I own most of the DCAU on DVD, so.
Another thing that I got was Reboot, that old CGI show.
I'll talk about some fucking Reboot.
Okay, cool.
And also, we've been watching Freakazoid. We'll probably talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean-
next week, we're going to do Rick and Morty.
Which is our first foray into adult cartoons.
It'll be great. We're gonna talk about all kinds of stuff. Rick and Morty, just all the Toon Goons together. 100 years Toon Goons. www.toongoons.com. 100 years Toon Goons.
I tried to burp but couldn't.
Oh, you're normally so good at that.
Wait. Wait.
Alright, that's the end of the podcast. Okay, see you next week. Okay?
Alright, before we do, for real though, I want to thank, our theme song. I got a guy, he's gone by several different, handles on the internet. I know him mostly as Koneko. I think his Tumblr is catboss.tumblr.com.
We'll link it.
We'll link it, you great musician. He did a lot of work on, the Homestuck fan albums, which is how I found out about him to reach out to him. Find us on Tumblr, Twitter.
Tumblr, the toongoons.tumblr.com. Twitter is at the Toon Goons. We have an email, thetoongoons@gmail.com. Please email us with your questions. We've got a few so far.
Hot damn, we're on iTunes. I finally did it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. We're on iTunes, you guys.
So if you could go to iTunes, just search the Toon Goons up in that search bar up at the top.
Yeah, subscribe to us on iTunes. Rate us.
Write a review that says, like, this show is good.
We're a real
and then
podcast
put
now.
a bunch of stars on there so people you share how great the show that is great is.
We're a real podcast now, you guys. We did it.
We did it. Well,
As long as
time for us to eat. Then I gotta go to work in 20 goddamn minutes.
Yeah, have fun with that. I'm gonna eat some sketty.
Nicky, for those that don't know, Nicky's a vampire.
I work vampire hours like some kind of asshole.
I eat sketty.
So fucking adorable. Alright.
What the fuck do you do to me?
Thank you so much, you guys. We love you. Please keep listening. We're so happy.
Otherwise,
that you
Nicky will
like us.
die, apparently.
I might. That was scary.
Next week is Rick and Morty, so...
And after that, if you want to, we usually don't plan 2 weeks ahead, publicly at least, but after that, Space Stand, if you want to catch up on that. Sci-Fi Week, Toon Goons.
Sci-Fi month.
Check it.
Month.
Sci-Fi Month!
You said,
Yes.
like, week, month, year, like, all throughout talking about periods of time.
Alright. Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Blam. Hey, guys, it's Nicky. Just want to add proper credit to the musician who did our theme song here, now that I've got the contact information in front of me like a damn professional for once. He goes by Catboss on the internet. You can find his work at catbossaudio.tumblr.com or catboss.bandcamp.com. I know he's open for commissions. Really cool guy. He had a really quick turnaround after I asked him. Another theme song was a bit long, but I wanted to showcase the whole thing since this was its debut. I'll make sure to cut it down the next time we use it. Alright, guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.